HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's edition of HCAM News, we have the latest select board happenings, latest in Hiller sports, plus much more. But first, we have the results of the 2025 Boston Marathon. The 129th Boston Marathon took place on Monday, April 21st, and featured about 31,000 runners. It was a nice sunny day with temperatures in the high 60s, low 70s. The men's race winner was John Career of Kenya with a time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Women's race winner was Sharon Lokedi of Kenya with a time of 2:17:22. Lokedi finished just 19 seconds ahead of second place and last year's winner, Helen Obiri of Kenya. The men's wheelchair race was once again won by Marcel Hug of Switzerland with a time of 1:21:34. Hug, known as the Silver Bullet, captured his 8th career Boston Marathon win. The women's wheelchair race was won by Susanna Scaroni of the United States with a time of 1:35:20. Scaroni also won the Boston Marathon in 2023. The men's hand cycle race was won by Alfredo de los Santos of the Dominican Republic with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 35 seconds. De los Santos captured his second Boston Marathon title after winning his first in 2022. The women's hand cycle race was won by Joanne Outen Kenton of the United States with a time of 1:42:57. This year was her first win at the Boston Marathon. Hopkinton residents Pat O'Brien and Jean Can were invited to assist in starting a couple of the runner waves during this year's Boston Marathon. Hopkinton Fire Chief Gary Doherty introduced the new Deputy Chief Scott Jurassic and new Lieutenant John D. Rivera to the community at the April 22nd Select Board meeting.
First, I'd like to introduce Deputy Chief Scott Jurassic. He began his career as a call firefighter in Hopkinton in 2001. He became a permanent firefighter in 2003 and spent 22 years in the department, 15 years as a lieutenant. Scott holds a degree in fire science. He's an accredited Massachusetts fire chief. He holds both the Fire Officer 1 and Fire Officer 2 certification. He's a member of our technical rescue team. In 2022, he was honored with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Firefighter of the Year Award. As a shift lieutenant, Scott managed the daily operations for his group, and on multiple times that I've been out of town, he filled in as the acting fire chief. One time, he's even had to handle a multi-day incident involving multiple agencies and multiple town departments. Over the past 2 years, he has led major projects, including serving as the fire department's liaison to dispatch. He helped implement our ProPhoenix. He managed all our data conversion into ProPhoenix, helped roll out the station alerting system, and he's currently working with facilities to oversee our Station 1 and Station 2 renovations. Scott.
Great, thank you. Scott, anything you want to share with the board or the community as a whole?
I think he summed it up. I do have a little bit of a speech, but not long because I'm not one for public talking. So
it's multiple pages, folks. Go ahead.
Just one little cheat sheet. So I just wanted to thank my family and friends for their love and support over the years, especially to my wife Liz, my daughters Caitlin and Emily. A firefighter's life is never easy or never easy on a family. but they've supported me more than they'll ever understand. I'd like to say thank you to all the firefighters, past and present, and all the past chiefs who made me who I am today. Special thank you to Chief Doherty for having trusted me to be his next deputy.
Great, thank you. Gary, there's nothing we have to do here formally, correct? We don't have to vote this because you are a strong chief and you make this decision.
That's correct, sir.
Right? And Elaine, you agree with that? Yeah. Do you have a pin that you do or something? Or I think we should do that one at a time as well, if that's okay.
Ed, right here. Would you like to bring up your wife and daughter? Sure.
Camera.
I'd like to introduce Lieutenant John DeVerera. John has been in the fire service since 2015. He joined the Hopkins Fire Department in 2018 after serving with the West Boylston Fire Department. He's currently a firefighter paramedic and the department's EMS coordinator. As the EMS coordinator, he oversees our QA and QI program. He also managed the rollout of our medication infusion pumps and spearheaded our implementation of our active shooter bags. John holds a bachelor's degree in biochemistry from WPI. He's a certified paramedic, and he's a fire instructor 1 and fire officer 2. John will be assigned to the Group 3 as their shift lieutenant.
Great, thank you. Excellent. John,
Yes. Oh, remarks.
anything,
Tell us about yourself.
anything you'd like to share, John?
Well, I think kind of in the same thread as Deputy Jurassic, I'd like to thank my wife, Rachel, who's here tonight, my family, and my old group, Group 4, who, without their support, I wouldn't be here today, and I wouldn't be who I am. So, a big thank you and shout out to them.
Great, congratulations.
Thank you.
Same questions, Chief. You get to make this decision. The board has nothing to do with it, correct?
Yes, sir.
Elaine, you concur?
I concur.
Great. Okay. Well, congratulations, and please go ahead with the pinning.
All right.
Try not to knock the nameplates over, John. You'll be ahead of You'll be the deputy next week if you don't knock them off.
Why don't we just do it now?
Great. Yeah, Tom? Yep, all good. Got it. Great. Thank you all very much.
The Hopkinton Women's Club hosted their annual Meet the Candidates night. Here's a look at the Select Board candidates, which features 3 candidates running for 2 open seats.
Please list all your volunteer positions in town or out, and do you regularly vote in town in presidential elections?
From a volunteer standpoint, I do a lot of running for the Live for Evan charity, and that is the majority of my volunteer work to try to continue to support the charity there. Back in town for probably about 2 years and getting back to voting now. I have not been at either of the town elections. We had our first child around the last one, and I believe the one before was on my honeymoon, so I look forward to getting more involved, and this is my first foray into it.
Thank you. Matthew Kizia?
Sure. So, too low for me. There. Oh, so much better. So for myself, my volunteer work is I'm currently the chair of the Capital Improvements Committee, which I have been for a number of years. This is actually our busy season. I don't know if you're aware, but we're wrapping up the fiscal budget for you all to see at annual town meeting. Don't worry, it's going to go great. No issues or questions, I'm sure. I've been on the committee now for almost 6 years, and I've been the chair for more than half of that, and I was on zoning advisory before that. There is not a single year that I have lived in this community that I have not been a member of the town government, and I'm proud to continue that service tradition regardless of your support in the upcoming election. In terms of voting, boy, if you've been to town meeting, you've seen this face before. I come up, I talk, I have thoughts, and I'm trying to talk to you about numbers, fiscal discipline, capital planning, and a little bit about the philosophy and values in the town. But I think it's fair to describe myself as an active and engaged participant, both as a volunteer and a member of our functioning government at annual town meeting. And I'm absolutely a routine voter in our local and national elections, when able. I, too, have small children who take more of my time than I would like to admit.
Thank you. Jahuda Menon?
Thank you for the question. I'll have to remember all the boards and committees I've served. So since I moved here, right after, I think 6 months or in a year, as soon as I was eligible, I joined the boards, and so did my wife, to the health board. And I've joined the appropriations while managing and overseeing the budget and finance for almost 7 years. Then planning board, then growth study committee, community preservation, school building recently, and now select board for the last 3 years. And I'm happy and proud to be involved in such a great community, and it's been very rewarding. And I also feel like always giving back, so this was a great opportunity. And I believe that it's wonderful that a town like ours runs on volunteers, like everyone here and beyond. And I felt fascinated coming here and seeing that, and immediately joined, and hope to continue with your vote on May 19. Now, in terms of my vote, again, I've been voting pretty much all along. I don't remember missing any. Town vote, state, national, all the votes, attending all the town meetings, and I enjoy it. I think it's a civic responsibility, and as a resident, this is the greatest impact as a resident we can collectively do. Our town meeting is the legislative body of the town. We approve together as neighbors our budget, everything we want to see in our zone, everything we want to see in our town improvement. So it's so critical, and I love doing it, and I hope to get the opportunity to continue doing it. Thank you.
We are going to take a quick time out. A whole lot more HCAM news ahead. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Welcome back to HCAM News. Hiller Sports had a busy week heading into school vacation. Here's a look. On Monday, April 14th, Hiller Girls Lacrosse hosted Norton. It was a 10-6 Hiller lead heading into the second half. So Bouvier will take it out of free position. She rushes in, takes it, makes it. Sends it out to Lucy Mado. Mado gets around the defenders, takes the shot, and she's got it. And a free position. Here she goes, rushes in, got it. Looking to close in, shot, and it is in. Lucy Mado with another one. Looking to close in, and there's another. Lucy Mado score. Mark her down for 5 goals in this game. Now Quebec out in front, shot in. Caden Rosendale. Hopkinton outscores Norton in the second half 12-1 and takes the 22-7 victory. Hopkinton improves to 5-2 on the season. Norton falls to 1-5. Sophomore Lucy Mado netted 6 goals for the Hillers in the win. On Tuesday, April 15th, Hiller Unified Track was in action versus Holliston and Ashland. A great effort by all three teams before weather shortened the meet. Congratulations to all of the incredible athletes on a job well done. Later that night, Hiller boys volleyball battled Medfield. Steve Sweetapple and John Fisk were on the call.
It was Elliot Webster, and I didn't even realize that was the first set. Medfield takes that 25-14. Great swing. And that's it. Medfield takes the second set, 25-13. Boys are going to switch sides, and we'll be back with the third set. On your toes, boys. Oh. That's a row. That hurts.
Of all the rule changes, folks, that's one of the ones we don't like. In the old days, it couldn't do that. If it hits the net and goes over.
Yeah, so Medfield takes the third set 25-23 for a 3-0 sweep against the Hillers.
But Medfield took the 3-0 sweep. Hillers fall to 2-6. Medfield improves to 5-3 on the season. On Thursday, April 17th, big games for Hiller baseball and softball, following both teams capturing wins over very strong Norton teams on the road. Hiller baseball was scoreless heading into the top of the second inning. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air, right side, could be trouble, and that's going to clear the fence. A grand slam for Jack O'Neill. And just like that, it's a 4-0 Zavarian Brothers lead. Jack O'Neill, the leadoff man, clears the ballpark. A grand slam for Jack O'Neill for Zavarian, and the Hawks would end up taking the 5-2 win over the Hillers. Hopkinton falls to 5-3. Zavarian improves to 7-1. Also that day, it was a matchup of 6-1 Hiller softball versus 6-1 Newton North. Hillers batting on the bottom of the first, 2-1 for Caroline Osmond. Mike Terosian on the call.
And the pitch. Yeah, that's going to hit deep. That's going over the fence. That's going to be a digger for the Hillers. Home run for Caroline Osmond.
Caroline goes yard for a 3-run blast. Newton North plated 2 runs in the top of the third. It was a 3-2 Hiller lead heading into the bottom of the third.
Also with a nice rope out to center field. And she's going to get a couple of bases out of this one here. And nice RBI drive in and hold it. And the Hillers will go up 4-2. John doing a great job on camera here. Thank you, John. And that's it to shortstop. Shortstop mishandles it. It gets an error, and that's going to bring in another run.
Hillers played a pair of runs, and both teams had another run in the fourth inning. It's a 6-3 game heading into the bottom of the fifth.
There's a pitch, pop out to center field, and that's going to be in there. And she's only going to be able to get one base, but she sends in Ted Stone to score. And there's a shot down to shortstop. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a run on that. Yeah, absolutely. So Zoe Adams scores. On the ground. And she's got a walker running. And pop up to right field. She's going for 2, and she's going to get a couple of ribbies right there on a double.
5 runs for the Hillers, and that would be more than enough for the win. Hopkinton takes the matchup of the 6-1s 11-3. Hillers are now 7-1. Newton North now 6-2. Caroline Osmond goes 3 for 3 at the plate with a run and 4 RBIs. Pitcher Addie Walls went all 7 innings, giving up 3 hits and 3 runs, all of which were unearned, while striking out 11 hitters. A very impressive win over a good Newton North team for the Hopkinton Hillers softball team. The Hopkinton Center for the Arts recently hosted a land acknowledgement ceremony for the Nipmuc tribe. Here's a look.
We are delighted that we're finally able to have this lovely ceremony. We first want to thank the town of Hopkinton for sponsoring this event. So thank you to Elaine and to Julia and everyone who made this possible for us to do this today. And I also wanted to thank, it was a very wonderfully dedicated team of people, including Maureen Belcher, who works here at the HCAM, Rachel McKenzie, and all of our new friends at the Nipmuc tribe who diligently worked on helping us to write this land acknowledgement and also come up with the ideas for today. It's something that we've been talking about and wanted to do for quite some time, and we're so delighted that the town of Hopkinton, because HCA is really just renting this land for $1 a year to have our space here. It does actually formally belong to the town, and so we're so delighted to be in partnership with them on this land acknowledgement.
Creator, thank you for bringing us together for this time that we will share amongst ourselves. Thank you for allowing us to step on this land where our ancestors were born and where they died. Many of our ancestors' bones and artifacts are still amongst this land. We're finding them every day. Our ancestors are looking down upon us and happy to see us together, stepping upon our land again. So thank you, Manitou. Thank you for allowing us to be here.
In the town we currently call Hopkinton, and some areas of surrounding townships, the established praying town was called Maganguamak, all right? Thank you, Jim. All right. And was likely made up of indigenous populations from the Nipmuc and Massachusetts tribes, sorry. Ultimately, these lands were purchased from the Native Americans and leased out, displacing them once again. What is the purpose of our land acknowledgement? While we are not able to change the past, we can acknowledge the crimes and injustices against the indigenous populations of the United States of America, of the state of Massachusetts, and in the town of Hopkinton.
And I live in Mashpee, and I am an Eastern blanket dancer, which is a greeting style of dance where it's a courtship dance for women to attain a husband. We come from a matriarchal society, so women would choose their husbands of their liking. It reversed now, but I think we can get back to that if we. It'll be your first percussion if anyone's in band. First percussion instrument, and this is what we would use to start off the dance. Hare, hare, and you'll hear sounds that will go. So I'm stepping with the percussion sound. Wait a minute, Tahatin. This kid left his dress in his coat again. Where could this kid be? Typical kids, right? They leave their stuff so you can find the footprints. So she said, oh, let me grab that. Let me see if I can find my son. And then she began to sing a little louder. And a little slower because all the stuff and the animals that the whale was dragging was weighing heavy upon the whale. And she said, Tahatin, are you over there? Tahatin! Mom, I'm over here. Tahatin. He was like, look what I found, what I caught. Dinner. That's Tahatin.
different people are dancing for different reasons. And when we dance, what I was taught is that we dance for the ones that can. When we sing for those that can. And now a lot of powwows are all about money. And so a lot of these powwows have contests at them, which is great, but sometimes it takes the sacredness of what that circle means and what you're dancing for. Remember I told you the story of the girl that kept dancing? She danced to heal her whole nation.
It's time to tell you about some happenings in town you should know about. On Wednesday, April 30th, EHOP hosts their annual Know Your Vote program. Catch up with what you need to know to get ready for the Hopkinton Annual Town Meeting Wednesday, April 30th with the EHOP Know Your Vote Forum. Upcoming town government meetings include on April 28th, we'll have the Planning Board meeting at 7 p.m. And on Friday, May 2nd, we'll have the Board of Assessors and Select Board debate live on HCAM, Board of Assessors and Select Board, the two contested races in this year's town election. For more information about town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov or the town website, hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.